Hey everyone, it's Lynnea, and I have a video for Kindred Stamps today using the Up for an Adventure stamp set. And I am just going to be using this Skinny Plaid Stencil, and I'm trying to get it positioned just right at the bottom of my paper. You can see all my wispy hairs there. I spent the morning at the garage getting my car fixed, and my hair is just a mess. It's always stressful. I always end up spending more than I was hoping to spend to get the car fixed, but at least now it's good to go for the winter. So just excuse my wispy hair as I tape down this stencil. And then I'm going to be doing some embossing with it. And I know that I've done stuff like this in the past, but I just think it's a classic look and a great way to get more out of your stencils. So I pressed my Versamark down over top of the stencil and added some gold embossing powder. And now I'm using the Happy Birthday sentiment from a different Kindred Stamps stamp set. I really need to step up my birthday card game. I hardly ever send them out, and I really should, but I honestly don't send them out because I don't make them. So one of the things I want to do in this coming year is make more birthday cards and send them out. So I wanted something to kind of ground my scene that I was making. So I pressed my Versamark ink pad down onto a piece of cardstock and added the same gold embossing powder over top, and then I trimmed down a 1/4 inch strip. And when I cut through the embossing powder, it was melted before I cut, but when I cut through it, it kind of, it wasn't smooth on the sides. So I just took my heat gun and melted that powder again, and that made it completely smooth so that it has a finished edge to it. And then I just used tape runner adhesive to glue it down onto my card. I'm going to be doing some watercolor with my favorite markers. These are the Staedtler felt tip markers. And I'll show you a little bit into my coloring process. I just kind of put down some color, and you can see here that I started by doing just like little moon shapes so that I would have a darker side and a lighter side. But as I got coloring, I ended up taking the lazy way out and just filling in the whole balloons. And you're going to see that probably around the yellow or the green. I counted up all the balloons that were in this little image, and I divided that number by the number of marker colors that I wanted to use. So I found out that I needed to use 6 or 7 balloons per color. So I just added my color, and then I'm going in with my water brush pen, and I'll just pull out that color and fill in the little circle balloons. This is really easy to do, and I love how bright the colors are. I find that I get brighter colors when I watercolor versus when I do coloring with Copic markers, and that's probably due to the shades of the markers that I use, but I'm comfortable with watercoloring, so that is what I do a lot of the time. Now I'm just going to finish up the house, just kind of, just like the balloons, adding color where I want it to be darker and in shadow, and then pulling it out with my water. And then here for these little areas, I'm not even going to use a water brush. I'm just going to quickly color it up. So you can see here, my panel, I wanted to trim down the sides and add some shimmer. So I used my Wink of Stella glitter brush pen, and I'm going to try to pick up that shine on the sides. So between the embossing powder and the sparkle, it's really full of shine. And so that's it for today. I hope you'll check out still photos over on my blog, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!